Hangover Part 3. Now the plot for The Hangover Part 3 is how Doug gets kidnapped. And it's up to the Wolfpack to find Chow, so they trade him in for Doug's life. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I think that the first Hangover movie is overrated. I heard a lot of people saying it's hilarious, it's funny, it's one of the best comedies I've ever seen. And once I saw it on DVD, I didn't really thought it was that amazing, honestly. And I thought that it was okay. Now, when I first saw The Hangover, I said, okay, you can't make a sequel to it. And guess what happened? They made a sequel. And when I first heard of that, I said to myself that it's going to be automatically redundant. Because when you think about it, you can't do a sequel to something like The Hangover because you're going to do the same thing over and over again. The only difference was that you're in a different location, which is what we got in The Hangover Part 2. Which is the same exact thing with The Hangover. With this movie, The Hangover Part 3, is it different from the first two? Slightly, but not that much. And I don't see the fascination with the Hangover movies. Now maybe because I never had a hangover before, maybe because I'm biased when it comes to that, but honestly I don't see where The Hangover is one of the best comedies ever made. Well, I always thought about the Hangover movies is that the Hangover movie has good standout Characters when it came to Zach Galifianakis. I thought he's the funniest one in all three movies. Other than that, the acting was alright. You're not going to get Oscar-worthy acting in these type of movies. You're just not. And what Zach Galifianakis did, he was okay. I mean, he had some funny moments, but those moments were not moments where I felt like, okay, I'm going to die hard laugh. And you got a few new additions to the cast. You got John Goodman. And in this movie, he was okay. I would like to see him a lot more than what they had him actually in the film. But he was okay for what he had to do in the film, in the movie. And you got the same character back, Chow. Now, in all three movies, Chow, he's always over the top. And in this movie, he does no different. But it gets redundant and it gets tiresome. It's not like it's slapstick humor because it's like you can do smart comedies without the over the topness. And you got proof before. You got Crazy Stupid Love. You got other comedies like that, Superbad. Maybe even Pineapple Express that does comedy much better than this movie. Now I'm not saying those movies are I'm not saying those movies are comedic gold. Those are some funny movies without doing slapstick humor or over the top humor. And with this movie, I don't see why you had to do a sequel because, like I said before, you just redoing the same thing you did over from the first two movies and from the second movie to this movie. The Hangover was a movie, even though I thought it was overrated, should have been just one movie because, like I said before, it's an automatic redundancy and an automatic cash grab because they felt that, okay, if the first one was good, we got to make a sequel. There's certain movies that you don't need sequels to. It's just fine on its own. The Hangover Part 3 is a movie that is entertaining, but it's not a movie that you will remember in the next couple of days or the next movie you actually do see in the theaters. The Hangover Part 3 is entertaining, but it's not memorable. So for me, I'm going to give The Hangover Part 3 2.5 out of 5 stars. So I'm trying to plug this in for like the longest. I have a Letterboxd account. So just in case if I don't do a video review, doesn't mean I haven't seen the movie. There's reviews like Mud, Pain and Gain, The Great Gatsby on there. So just because if I don't do a video review, doesn't mean I haven't seen the movie. So definitely check out my Letterboxd account. I'll put the description below and you guys check that out and follow me there. So if you like this review, please rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Movie Nation.